I'm really happy that we're back in the classroom. I am. I feel much more comfortable here. The Facebook is great. You know, it's great for people to see it. But what's hard about it is it's really hard to interact with people when it's going on. So I like this much better. I just need to close down a couple things so it doesn't get sketchy for you. So welcome, everyone. Tonight was going to be about the Daisy Punch, but the Daisy Punch is on back order until the end of the month. So I decided to do something that we can actually do. So tonight we're going to be working with the Pocket Full of Sunshine bundle and this sketch, which I will post this for everyone on the page when I post the video as well. We've used this sketch before. It's kind of my basic sketch. It works really well to just get things built on top of it. Hey, Kathy Hill. Welcome. I know, this is really fun. Okay, so this is what we're using, and we're going to use this sketch. I didn't pre-cut anything because I thought, well, you know, I do all this pre-cut stuff, and then somebody who's new might think, well, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to be stymied and I'm not going to do it. So first thing I want, I'm going to start back here. I'm going to start at the bottom, and this is going to be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. All right. So I'm going to put it on our Whisper White. So this is 8 1/2 by 11. If I, as usual, the camera hates white. If I cut this at 5 1/2 on the 11-inch side, then I get 2 cards out of the deal. And then pop in my scoring. And it's going to be at 4 1/4. This is on my 8 1/2 side. And that's really the only measuring you have to do of any variety. Remember, when you score, you kind of get a valley and then a mountain on the other side. See it? It's kind of bumpy. You would almost think, oh, I'm going to fold it this way with a valley in the middle. In reality, if you fold it this way, those fibers have already been stretched a little by pushing them into the valley. So you're going to be less likely to have it split on you. So if you want to, the best way to do it is to put the mountain on the inside and your valley on the outside. Okay, and that's it for scoring. And then we're going to grab our sketch again. The next thing we're going to do is this white layer. Only in my case, it's going to be Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to do the Flirty Flamingo at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So I'm going to bring that in. And I tend to cut mine this way because it's close to being a card. And it leaves me a lot of, it doesn't mess up the other part of my cardstock. The colors look a little off in the picture for me. This really isn't that orange. 5 1/4 by 4. So now I have my great little frame that's going to go here. I want to show you the little goobers that are showing up on my paper on the edge. Let me see if I get where you can see it. You know what? I'm going to just do it this way. Can you see it's getting a little rough? It's time for me to change the blade. So if you start having that, you've cut a lot and you need to change your blade out. The blades are relatively inexpensive. They come in a 2-pack. I've changed my blade. This will be the second time I've done it. And I cut a lot of stuff. Okay, so that goes there. You can also, if you've already done it, like I'm not going to throw this paper away. So what you can do is take the edge of your scissor and just kind of smooth it out a little. And it gets rid of those little rough edges. And then say, yeah, I guess I need to change it. Sometimes the cardstock does it more often than the Whisper White or the designer paper. Okay, so this is my top layer. because I love the colors. This is from the, shoot, I have it right here. Which papers are these? Who knows? Very eclectic. Naturally eclectic. They're really great colors. I really like them. So this is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. All right. We're almost done. And then we're done cutting. So I'm going to cut off 1 inch because these are 6 by 6. Hold on to this. You never know when you might need it. And then 3 3/4 is the other piece. Okay. So now I am ready to start decorating my basic card. So here's my card. This is what it's going to look like, which, honest to goodness, it's pretty just like this. But now I'm going to add my, so here's my sketch. See how we got it? Now the sketch has this. What that tells me is I'm going to put some embellishment on it, and then I'm going to put a sentiment down here. I don't have to follow the sketch absolutely exactly. I can use it as a guide. It's kind of like when you're going to use a recipe. You often are going to add your own variety to it and your own spices. Sometimes you follow it exact, but sometimes you add your own little touches to it. Sorry, this is off a little and it makes me nuts. Okay, so let's open this up and see what we have. I keep my Thinlits in with my stamp sets when there's a bundle like this. I have run out of, sometimes I have them on magnets, which are really cool, but I've run out of them. I get the sheets of magnet, well, I've done both. Stampin' Storage has them perfectly designed to fit here, or you can buy the ones at the hardware store that go over your floor vents. Those are, and they work. They're not quite as strong, so if you've got a lot of Thinlits, you'll find they fall off, but they work. It's a good starter package. All right, so I have a pocket. I have the sunglasses. I have a half circle. What does that go to? My sun. That's going to go to this right here. I've got this, which goes with the money, the folded money that's in the pocket. This little teeny tiny one. I'm going to leave these on here for now. Little, whoops, I'm off the screen, sorry. Okay, so we've got a bunch of things. We don't necessarily have to use everything just because we have them, but there they are. So what I want to do with this card is I want to do my pocket out of the Flirty Flamingo that's on the inside. I want to do it out of this color. All right, well, remember I have more Flirty Flamingo right here, but I can also pick up this piece and use the center of this, because this is not going to show once this is on if there's a hole in it. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to get my inks ready, and I stamp first, cut later. I need to make sure though that when I cut this, it's still going to leave enough space that it's going to be hidden by, and it is, because you don't want to cut it out and then realize that you cut and it's going to show. So I'm good. And I'm going to get my pocket. And look at your pocket. Isn't that cute? And again, this is one of these ones that can get wonky. So the best way is to lay it down on your surface, nice and flat, and then pick it up with the block. Okay? And I want this to show up nice and big. So I'm going to use my basic black. And now I have to think about this. I could put, do I want this to look like a nice pair of jeans? I could put this in the middle and set up my stamp before I do it. I also have the little rivets that go on the pockets. You know, remember jeans with rivets? But I only have one, so I can't put that on ahead of time. So my pocket's ready. I'm going to ink this up. And you can look at it and make sure you've got everything. Now, one of the things I don't like that I got, see how I got this kind of blicky thing here? If I take this off and I stamp it separate, I'm not going to get that blicky thing. So I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to do this separate. All right, back stamp and ink. And I'm going to pop you right down in the middle. Awesome pocket. Love it. All right, so now, because I have that little black thing I didn't like, I'm going to clean this stamp off before I move on. I stuck it to the plastic left over from Paper Pumpkin. You. Yeah, I'm going to clean it off a little bit before I get started. Remember, I'm using my Stampin' Mist and my Stampin' Scrub. Nice and clean, ready to go. Okay, now let's come back. Now this is going to go right here, so I'm going to ink you. Figure out exactly where I want it. Commit. Cute. Okay. Now I also have like, this is the little tag, whoops, this is a little tag that goes on the pocket, you know, on the side. Remember the Levi's? I'm showing my age. Levi's used to have that on the side. All right, now I am ready to big shot it. I'm going to move this out of the way a little. Put you, line up your pocket. And crank it on through. So now I have this piece left. Somehow I lost my card. There it is. There's my white. I still can put this down and get my frame. Debbie, really? Debbie, those of you that are watching us on Facebook, Debbie used to work at their factory in Wichita Falls, Texas, was the one that put the tag on. Oh my gosh, all day long, you just put tags on? That's so cool. Well, when I first met my husband, his grandpa was a character, and I probably would think he was a little crazy, dirty old man now, but at the time I thought it was cute. And yeah, boring. And he used to come up behind me and grab the little tag. Yeah, the tag was little. I was small then. We met in high school. Okay, so here is my pocket. I've got my score lines are all ready. Debbie, it sounds like an interesting job. But I bet, how many tags could you put on in a day? Simply fold this all down. And now you're going to make sure that this is on. If you're going to use these for to put anything in, you want to be sure that you have a good, you want them to really hold. So you could use your liquid adhesive, or you could use your tear and tape. I can imagine. That's really all you did. You were just the tag person. Like you didn't sew anything else, and you sewed them on, right? Or was it a machine? Really neat. Kathy, that's cool. Kathy said she just cut hers. She has denim with a paper back. Interesting. Wow. Debbie, I can see where that would be a little boring. Those of you that are watching us on Facebook, you're missing out on this fun stuff. Our little chit-chats here. So this is going to go on here. You decide which way you want your paper to go and what's going to show. I'm going to put this together a little bit. And I'm gonna, oh, that's kind of cute too. I like that too. Either way, I kind of like the stripes now. These are Naturally Eclectic. It's called, Kathy, I do like the, I kind of like the other side better. So we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna flip it over. I like this, but I like the stripes too. And then with the stripes, I have a little more variety on what I can do with my sunshine or my sunglasses and how I'm going to package this. And this is one of my favorites. You can tell the ones I like the most because I'm running out of them. And I know this is all Christmas, all July, all Christmas. And I posted a picture of the one. I think I still have one left. I did this design for Christmas, and I'll grab it after. It was for my Christmas in July all-day event attendees got those. If you registered before a certain date, you got them. And I wanted it to be Christmassy, but I didn't want it to use Christmas paper. So that's going to go right there. So now my pocket is ready, and you can literally put things in your pocket. So this is where you start to think, well, what do I want in my pocket, and what am I going to do for some of my sentiments? I like the pocket of sunshine. I think that's really cute, but I'm not really doing that. I could cut the sun. Yeah, maybe we'll do that one. Okay, we're going to do pocket full of sunshine. I just changed my mind. And we're going to, let me get a little settled here since I just changed it. I need some yellow sunshine. This is So Saffron. And I don't need a very big piece because here's my sun, right? And I want something to put I'm going to stamp on that as well. So I'm going to take and trim this down a little bit before I do it. And when I do that, I take this in and see, well, how wide do I need it? Yeah, 2.5 is usually plenty. 2.5 to 3 inches usually does it. But you don't want to waste paper. So we're going to cut that at 2.5. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to stamp first. And then cut, all right? Stamp first. And then cut. All right. And I'm going to stick. Now, oh, you know what might look cute? Let's just stamp on it with So Saffron, which is not going to be as bold and bright as doing it in the black. So we're going to put this down first. All right, and then our rays are going to go right here. So I'm doing the same color ink as I am the cardstock. And now, Mr. Big Shot, come on back. And I'm going to pop you in there. And I know I put it somewhere I can't see it. It's amazing that in a 4-foot space I can lose my top plate. Really? Good thing I have another one. It'll show up in a minute. And I probably could put the other one in too, but I'm just going to do one at a time. I like that moved. I don't have my, hold on, I need to get a little organized. I need to have my magnetic plate and I'll be happier. Much better. So I probably could do the other one now that I have the magnetic plate on. Hold on. I wish this wasn't so glary. I'm sorry. I don't know what's doing that. The only problem with this is it's hard to see where the ink is because it's the same color. There you are. I could be off a little bit. I think we're right. Oh, goodness. Yes, it is naturally eclectic. Guess what I did wrong? You can't even see, but there's no, is this doing that? That's better. There's no thing under it. Gee willikers, get with the program, lady. Could have cut these out 4 times over if I wasn't being such a ding-dong. That one, that one. Huh. Okay, you don't cut. What do you do? Where's your... I have rays, but I don't have... Okay. I'm really not going to glue those little puppies down, am I? I don't want to. Okay, so I don't want to glue these things. They're really teeny. Look at them. They're super itty bitty. I don't have patience for them tonight. So I'm going to try something different. I like you. You're good. I guess I'll do it. Bring them over here. Let's not be snarky. Okay, we're going to glue you. It's really cute, and it's little, and there's only 5. So we're putting the sunshine. And then we're going to grab, I haven't used this glue in a while either. This is our fine tip glue pen. One. I wonder how this might work. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this does look cute. I'm glad I got over myself and did it. Okay, so there's our pocket full of sunshine. Now I need to figure out what's going to go on here on the front. Now some of the sentiments are pretty big, and you're supposed to put them on a pocket, or you can put them inside the card. I don't really want to put anything on the front of this because I like the card just the way it is. And it really does kind of say what it is. Yeah, see, Kathy, I'm having trouble with that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the inside. And so instead of saying pocket of sunshine, pocket full of sunshine, I made that. So on the inside, I'm going to put you dazzle me. I don't really have room for my sunglasses on this one with the pocket, but let's do them and see where the sunglasses could go. We're going to cut those out after we finish this card. I swear I'm losing my mind tonight. Here it is. Shoot, it is. Open it up. So I'm going to put you dazzle me in here. A nice idea. I could always do this out of heat embossing and do it out of gold so that it looks dazzly, but I'm going to go with the black. Now, what if I want to add something to the front? Let's make our set of sunglasses and see where they might go. We might be able to pop those in there and add to it, add a little dimension. So we need our sunglass stamp. I don't remember, oh, there it is. So I'm going to set my card up here so I don't get into trouble with it. And I'm going to do these in yellow, on the yellow, but I'm going to use my black. Sunglasses. And you want to make sure that you are all the way through, that you don't have any funny spots because you want your sunglasses to be the right color. You don't want to have like scratched off color. And I clearly didn't have enough ink, so I'm going to ink them up again. Some ideas on stamps like this: pick it up and kind of press to be sure that you get good coverage, and see how much better that is this time. Okay? All right, let it dry a little bit while I get the big shot going. Put the ink away so I don't put something in it. Not that I would do that. Yes, I would. Look what I just found on the bottom. A wreath. Wreath from a card the other day. It's like, what is stuck on the bottom of that stamp pad? Oh, just a wreath. Put them in. Put your sunglasses. These sunglasses are so cute. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. Right? Now, those could go just on the front and look really cute. I could tuck them in the pocket, but then it kind of block my sun. I like them down here, I think. Yep, I like them right there. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals. Yeah. Yep. Nice and slanted. Pop these on. Like that, Tolly? Shall I commit? Are we ready? Okay. Now, what are some of the other options? We could put money in the pocket. We have money. So it's kind of coming out of the pocket, but I don't want to take away from the sun. So in my opinion, I'm done. I like simple cards. I don't like a whole lot of stuff necessarily. I do like them clean and simple. I like the design to speak for itself, and the picture, the image, the papers. I'm just loving how simple and clean that is, and it looks really summery to me. And then you open it up and you dazzle me. Wouldn't you love to get a card like that in the mail from a friend? I would. All right, so that's start to finish how I create a card. I start with my sketch and I go from there. Now you can see in here what they did was they put this over the top. That's from one of the banners. Let me see, which one is that from? We had that really cool banner. Anybody remember what it was? I remembered folding it. It might be a stamp set we discontinued because I don't see it. Anywho, that's a cute idea though, Kathy. You could do something like that and put it on the front. Now see, they have the sunglasses tucked in with the sun, but I like ours better. But it is kind of cute to put things in the pocket. Think about if you're doing a gift for someone, you could put a little gift card in there. It's not really, I was going to bring one in to see. I don't think it's going to fit a credit card. What if I have one in? I don't. I'd have to go to my wallet and check it out. No, I'm thinking out loud. But anywho, lots of fun ideas. I can't wait to see what your cards look like. I will see you back next week. We have a couple more options. And happy card making.